Hello again. We continue with part 3 from the title How to Make Better Decisions, taking from a reading of the self-published book Keeping in Touch with Cheryl, a memoir. In practice, it entailed pausing or stopping just about after each action and then ascertaining what the physical body was doing or what thoughts were being elicited. For example, when having to restart a race because of not gaining sufficient points to progress further, prior to the lights turning green, there would be the return of a familiar inner voice. You are a failure. You are a failure. And the mind gave it more credence by revisiting past incidences, such as the soccer match played whilst in primary school in which I froze. At that precise moment, the pause button would be pressed. Albert Einstein argued that no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. Hence, the idea that I was a failure needed to be replaced with a thought that I was capable of achieving and that I can do it. Before proceeding, though, the body also had to be aligned with the message, i.e., straighten up those shoulders, lift the head, and check the breathing. This had to be repeated several times. Only after several painstaking weeks and minimal sleep was I then able to successfully rid the boss from the island once and for all, which was the ultimate aim of Diddy Kong Racing. The strategy had worked. Having now the opportunity to reflect on that experience, I can't help but be drawn to the writings of James Allen. Once again, in describing the nature of man, in which he states, man is always the master, even in his weakest and most abandoned state. But in his weakness and degradation, he is a foolish master who misgoverns his household. When he begins to reflect upon his condition and search diligently for the upon which his being is established, he then becomes the wise master, directing his energies with intelligence and fashioning his thoughts to fruitful issues. Such is the conscious master, and man can only thus become by discovering within himself the laws of thought. This discovery is totally a matter of application, self-analysis and experience. He further adds, only by much searching and mining are gold and diamonds obtained, and man can find every truth connected with his being. If he will dig deep into the mind of his soul, that he is the maker of his character, the moulder of his life, and the builder of his destiny, he may unerringly prove, if he will watch, control, and alter his thoughts, tracing their effect upon himself, upon others, and upon his life and circumstances, linking cause and effect by patient practice and investigation, utilizing his every experience, even the most trivial, everyday occurrence, as a means of obtaining that knowledge of himself which is understanding, wisdom, power. In this direction, as in no other, is the law absolute. He that seeketh and findeth, and to him that knocketh, it shall be opened. For only by patience, practice, and ceaseless importunity, I'll say that again, importunity, can a man enter the door of the temple of knowledge. And that is the end of part 3, which is the last of the series of the readings from Keeping in Touch with Cheryl, a memoir. Please like and subscribe. And thank you once again. Bye.